Hello once again, Bakucrew. It's BakuBrad96 back with another Bakugan Evolutions deck profile. This time the theme is of course the Pyrus Serpillious starter pack. I decided to run with the Hobbit jokes as long as I could. After all, it is Ultra Smog on the character card. Before I get straight into the video though, I did want to let everyone know I went Baku hunting. For those of you who missed the short, a link will be in the video description down below, but I did manage to pick up a few new things. Those of which being Wave 2 Platinums. I have Ventus Sectinoid and Aquas Warrior Well. The brand new Bakutin. And even, little spoiler here, the new arena featuring the awesome fabled Leonidas, a Bakugan that I've been waiting to come out since literally I was a little kid. So I can't believe Spin Master finally did it. That's pretty amazing. Very excited to get into that unboxing later on. But that is not all. For everyone who knows, this channel does have monthly raffle giveaways. I like to keep those prizes stocked. So in light of that, I did pick up a Platinum Darkest Nelius. Just later on, I know there is a ton of giveaways, months to get through. But I do just like to keep everyone updated, let everyone know I am buying those prizes, keeping everything stocked for everyone. On that note, remember Brawlers that this month's giveaway ends on the 6th. I know normally they were ending on the 4th, but last month things got a little delayed. Sorry, so this month it will end on the 6th. I will announce the winner, and then the new one will start. This month's a little weird though as far as next month's giveaway too, because it's actually for an Elemental Demorc Ultra as well. So I might have to separate the videos there so there's not a confusion, but for those who missed the Elemental Demorc this month, at least this time around you'll have another chance. I don't know if I'll be able to guarantee duplicate giveaway prizes in the future, but I did manage to find the 2 Elemental Demorcs, so that's really cool. But enough gabbing, time to go ahead and get right into the team lineup. So pretty standard, I didn't change anything. It is the starter pack. I did change the cores though. So starting off with Ventus Hydrus, has a magic shield and a helix core, B power of 900 with 1 damage. Aurelus Pegatrix, orange shield with a flaming fist core, B power of 600 with 3 damage. And then if it lands on a Flaming Fist, you do get to add a Baku core from the field to your active Bakugan. And finally, the star of the show, it is indeed Ultra Smog, hashtag Hobbit. B power, 800 with a damage rating of 4, magic shield, and a Flaming Fist core. So very powerful, very strong. The deck itself is a energy-based Baku gear strategy. But before that, I do want to show off the core lineup. So for the 2 magic shields, we have a plus 500 B power, and then Baku gear get -1 energy. That is very important because the Baku gear in the deck do cost quite a bit. The 2 Flaming Fists, of course, being the good one, plus 250 B power and plus 3 damage. I didn't want to just go straight damage, so get a little bit of both on with this core. For the orange shield, again, helping out with our Baku gear, so plus 150 B power, and then Baku gear are -2 energy. And the final one, plus 400 B power, -1 damage, and then Baku gear, -1 energy for the helix. Again, all of the core kind of helping our Baku gear plays, but change them how you would like. If you'd like to mirror the deck, there's plenty of room for interpretation or your own ideas or strategies. At least that's how I deck build. I build very loosely. But go ahead and take a look at the characters here. We do have the awesome Hydrus with that new paint scheme. Very awesome. Got everything rolling around today. Aurelus Pegatrix. And then Pyrus Serpillious, which I will probably refer to as Smog for the rest of this video. Even though I haven't showed the Geogon cards yet off, I will show off the models really quick, just that way it doesn't burn through time later on in the video. I'm using Arcleon again. I know, 3 deck profiles in a row. Think I'd be more original than that, right? But it is the only new Geogon I have so far, so kind of want to run the mile with it. Aurelus Serturin. And then Pyrus Titan King. Another one I've used a lot, but it is just really good in this build. And I'll explain later why. Or why later. Sorry about that. Nanogun, again, just quickly review the models, or the little toy figurine game pieces. We have Pyrus Crystalline, Ventus Sludgeum, because I don't have any more Ventus Nanogun, Little Snail, Angry Gary, and then a Nanogun that I haven't used a whole lot. I don't even know how to really open it that well. It is Scorcher. Aurelus Nano Scorcher. Just have a little tail piece in there that flips out, but all well. This one always kind of tripped me up because it seems like it's a diamond, right? Kind of odd for an Aurelus, but I guess it's not a diamond. It looks like it. Okay, so Nanogun now. The actual cards anyway. Nano Sludgeum on 1 Helix plus 200 B power. 2 Helix plus 600, so just a way to help with the B power there. Nano Scorcher on a Magic Shield and a Orange Shield plus 700 B power. And then on 2 Orange Shields and a Magic plus 1100 B power. And still a Bakucrew from an opposing active Bakugan. I do believe, yes. And put it onto yours. And then Nano Crystalline, so on a Helix plus 100 B power. And then on Helix, Green, and Orange, plus 2500 B power. So very nice. Very strong effect there if you do get it off. On to the actual deck. So the good part. Starting off, I do run 2 Energy Sphere. 1 Energy for Rapid Fire. The second Rapid Fire card you play this turn is free. Other than that, you just get to reroll your Bakugan. It does help. Those reroll effects are very nice. And any card with a reroll effect I use when possible. 2 Eviscerator Strike, 1 Energy for minus 300 B power, but if played on a Fusion Bakugan it's minus 600 instead. 2 Body Breaker, 2 Energy for Battle Mastery. You choose one, so plus 300 B power or plus 4 damage. 2 Burning Bash. 2 Energy for plus 4 and remove an enemy Bakugan's Bakucrew. It does have the Stoke effect, so when you play it, you can pay 2 Energy to gain its effect a second time. A very strong card, given the whole Nanogun mechanic. This can actually help stop your opponent's Nanogun plays, which is really good now. Really like anything that has to deal with removing or taking away an opponent's core. Then we have 1 Pyrostorm, 2 Energy to reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. You may put up to 1 action, Baku, Gear, Evo, and Hero card revealed this way into your hand. The rest go on the bottom of your deck in any order. Just a good way for us to search out a few of our Baku Gear cards. 1 Pyro Cannon, 2 Energy for plus 100 B power and plus 2 damage. 2 Turn to Energy, 2 Energy to energize this uncharged. That was kind of funny. But again, that's where the energy stacking or turbo comes into play. It does have a sub-theme to the deck. 1 Ventus Rampage, 2 Energy for plus 1 damage for each energy card you have in play, and then boost, if you have 7 or more, you are going to get Shadow Strike, so your opponent won't be able to answer that card late game. 2 Burn Cutter, which is just tremendous for damage. 3 Energy for a Baku Gear with an armor rating of 1. Otherwise, 100 B power and 5 damage to your Bakugan. 2 Fusion Super Saw, 3 Energy to draw 1, and you may energize a card from your hand uncharged, with the Stoke ability as well, so when you play it, you can pay an extra 2 Energy to gain the effect a second time. That doesn't seem like it would matter, but it really does. 5 energy, you get you get to 2 cards energized, you get to draw 2. Very, very good. Otherwise, 3 for the 1-ofs. It's just really good. Good utility there. Helps get those energy out quicker. Just kind of ramp or turbo, depending on how you want to look at it. Savage Swarm, another 2-of, 3 energy for a Bakugear with an armor rating of 1. Boost, when you play this, if you have 7 or more energy cards, you get to give a Bakugan plus 5. Otherwise, your Bakugan is going to get 100 B power and 4 damage. So it's like a worse burn cutter that has an effect late game, like as far as the boost goes, that makes it a little better. 2 I-Beam Blast, 4 energy for plus 7 damage and Shadow Strike. Good damage card. 1 Gaia Force, because again using Aurelus, 4 energy, so each player may energize the top card of their deck. And then Aurelus Power, if you have an Aurelus Bakugan on your team, also energize this uncharged. So even though it does give the opponent energy, you're getting 2 out of the deal. Worth it. 2 Pyrus Overload, 4 energy for plus 500 B power. Remove all Bakucrew attached to a Bakugan and place them onto the field. Another very powerful card now that Nanogun are a thing. Love it, I swear. I've been using it in these last few profiles for sure, no doubt. It's very good. Even 1 Ventus Venom, 4 energy, you must reroll your Bakugan, and if you open on that reroll, you energize the top 2 cards of your deck uncharged, and then plus 100 for each energy card you have in play. So just again, another mid-game, very powerful play card. It does turbo us 2 more energy, and gives us some B power on the fallback. Very nice, really good card. Probably would run 2 to 3 of this in the deck if I had them. Hypno Flash, 5 energy for 700 B power, and then you may draw 2, then discard 2. Just some good, well-needed draw power for the deck. Getting into that rapid fire combo though, here is Lava Blade, 5 energy for a Bakugear with an armor rating of 2. Otherwise, 200 B power and 4 damage to your Bakugan. Of course, Rapid Fire being the second Rapid Fire card you play this turn is free. Pretty much what you want to do is play your Energy Sphere, get that free reroll, and then drop a Lava Blade on a Bakugan for free. Preferably early game, but it would matter late game too. That's just a really nifty interaction that I included into the deck. After that, Aurelian Accelerator, 6 energy for a Bakugear with an armor rating of 4, which, if this gets flipped off the top of the deck, it is soaking up a ton of damage. Otherwise, 400 B power and 4 damage. Gaia Rockets, 7 energy for a Bakugear with an armor rating of 2. When this flips from your deck, you can pay 2 energy to energize a card from your hand. Helps with the turbo. Otherwise, 700 B power and 5 damage to your Bakugan. Last Bakugear card is Ventus Earthbreaker, 8 energy for Double Strike and Shadow Strike, with 1200 B power and 3 damage. So a tremendous amount of B power on this Bakugear card. If you get it out, it is awesome. If not, you can always use it as energy. Just how one of those things go. Really good thing about the Bakugan TCG gameplay is every card doubles as mana or energy, so really good deck building that way. In a sense, there's never a dead card, like you don't draw into bricks like you do, say, Yu-Gi-Oh! Necessarily. But for the Geogon, Arcleon, 3 energy for a B power of 400, 6 damage, and on Magic Shield, which in this deck we're actually going to get off, plus 1000 B power. For the Aurelus Saturnian, it is 3 energy, B power of 800, 5 damage, and then if it wins the brawl, so Victor, you get to draw 3. Kind of just an off chance, but it could help. And then Titan King, 6 energy for a B power of 2300, 4 damage, on a Flaming Fist, plus 6 more damage, and then it does have the Victor Team Attack ability, so very cool. Kind of the big boy Geogon for the deck. Finally, finishing things off with the flips. 2 Fuel the Flames, again, kind of that turbo strategy. 2 energy to energize the top card of your deck uncharged, and then it does have the Stoke ability, so you can pay 2 to gain the effect a second time. That really adds up quick in a match, so definitely the flip card that you want to see your opponent flip. 2 Golden Wall, which 3 energy to block a non-fusion Bakugan. And then 2 Fast, so 2 of these. 4 energy to block a non-fusion Bakugan, and if you do, you get to energize this uncharged. So, in case you notice, the deck does have a lot of free energy cards, and that's why this is in there. Even though it's kind of a steep cost to block an attack, the energizing it afterwards is definitely worth it. But that's it for today's deck profile. Brawlers, as always, thank you for your support and thank you for watching. Before you click off, don't forget to drop a like, smash that red button, and subscribe to the channel, because your support means I can keep everything going and keep those monthly giveaways going, and the Bakugan content can keep rolling out. Until next time, Bakugan, brawl!